Hello and welcome back to another video. I hope you'll be able to hear me because obviously I'm inside in the shed, but we've gone from the really cold weather to a crazy storm today. So it's really blowing into the shed as well, which is a bit annoying for the pen there. I'd say she's not so comfortable, but hopefully it'll shift on soon enough. But it's also bad timing as well because today is my day off and I have to dose the weanlings that just came in a few days ago. So some people might have been wondering when I was weighing and clipping them, why didn't I dose them? But it's just because we would normally use the cosmectin Poron, but the withdrawal period for that is it 60 days or 68 days? I can't really remember, but it's over 2 months anyway. So with us having to test in January, we can't use it. So I was kind of thinking, what else could we do? And I was under the impression, and was Dad, that we couldn't use a Poron because they would all have a longer withdrawal period. But I was talking to a friend and he recommended the Cydectin Poron. He's still got the urge. I don't know what's going on with that fella. But so he recommended Cydectin and I ordered it online because I couldn't get it here locally. But the only thing with that is it doesn't do fluke, whereas the cosmectin does do fluke. So, but look, it's better than doing them with nothing at all. They seem okay. There's a few little coughs in there, especially by Petulia here, the Charlie at the end there. So look, we'll give them the dose and hopefully it'll be enough to get them through until after testing and all of that. So that's what I'm doing today, but of course I can't bring them out to the crush because the weather is absolutely shocking and I can't do it in the wet weather. So I'm going to try and do them in the pen. Some of them will be fine, like my Sheehan, no bother. Misty will probably be okay. But as for the others, I'm not so sure how it will go, but we'll try our best anyway. My big issue is your one at the back, Sinead. I don't know how I'm going to do her. I wasn't even able to clip her back, so I don't know how effective it will be for her either, but I'm going to do my best to get her done as well. But I won't even record that because I guarantee you I'll be up and down the length of the shed trying to get it on her, but we'll try and do these anyway. This video will probably be over a couple of days just because it is so bad out there today. You could probably hear it. I'm not going to do anything outdoors, but I do want to talk about Special going. I'm not sure if I even mentioned it in my last 2 videos, but she's been gone for probably 2 weeks now. The old cow, she was 10.5 years of age, so I just want to let you know how she got on. So I'll talk through that. And oh, I got my straw, which was great to get, and look at that. Look at how everything just fits in. It's perfect. So I got 2 fine big bales and it looks like really good stuff. And I also got a tipsy bin. Sorry now, I'm blocking it with the forks. But yeah, I got a tipsy bin, which should be a big help now that we're finishing. The guys in the middle are on almost a bag a day now. They're on about 20 kg a day between them. So I can't keep going into the co-op every 2 or 3 days. It's just a complete inconvenience, to be honest. Whatever about the cost of the bags, it's just having to think to go in there on my way to another shop with work and stuff. It's just a pain. So we're looking into where we can get stuff in bulk and if places can deliver and stuff like that. So hopefully that'll work out for us, and we'll probably just get the 500 kg because it takes 500 kg, and it'll be handy even if we just get for the guys in the middle and we can use the bins for these guys, then it'll be fine. But that'll be something to look into. So look, I'll get going with the dosing anyway. That might be the only thing I get done today, but sure, if it is, it's the main job that I need to get done anyway. So before I start, this is it. I can always let you know how I get on with it, but yeah, it doesn't do the fluke, so, but it does everything else, you know. What have we got? Roundworms, lungworms, warbles, hornflies, mange mites and lice. So look, it's got pretty much everything else. I also have my piece of paper with my weights and then the mills written down, just because it's going to be quite difficult to do them in the pen. So I just want everything at hand. Of course, again, I have it all on herd watch, but because I record on the phone, I don't want to be in and out of it. So I just took it off herd watch there and wrote it down, because Dad is out with Mom for her birthday today. So I don't have anyone around to be shouting figures at me, so I just have to do it myself today instead. So we'll set up here now and wish me luck. We'll see how many kicks or attempted kicks. Actually nearly too easy. I had to check there when I finished to see if I had gotten everyone, and in fairness they were all okay. Of course some were a bit skittish, but they were absolutely grand. Your one in the back was a pain, alright. It didn't go on great, but it's on her, and I don't know how much will soak through, to be honest, but look, I've done my best with her, and hopefully she'll start settling now. She'll have 3 more weeks on Big Black and that's it. She's coming in here with this lot, and hopefully it'll quieten her down. But sure, my Sheehan would have stood there all day for me, so he would. He's great. But they were all fantastic. So they all got 10 mils per 100 kg. That's how I did it. So hopefully that'll do the trick now and keep them as healthy as possible. But that's that bit done for today anyway. Now I'm back today and it's like night time. The weather has not improved, but I have a few bits I need to do anyway, so I'm in the 135 at the moment. I have some diesel with me to put into the Everun, the loader. It's actually my first time filling it up since I got it, and it did not have a full tank at all when I got it. It's amazing. I'm very lucky with between the 135 and that loader. I don't go through much fuel at all, which is great. So hopefully I can find the key to open the the fuel cap and I'll be flying it then, because I want to clean out the pen where I have the heifer. So I'll just push her up to the top and clean it out. So I'm using the 135 to bring the bucket down. So hopefully I'll be able to do that. I didn't put the bucket on posts when I brought it up, but I've learned my lesson now. When I bring it back up, I'll put it back on posts just to make it easier for me to get under it with the tractor if I ever need it again. So that's what I'm going to do. Hopefully I'll be able to just slide it up onto the forks, and I might just have to tie it up with a rope then, depending. I might be able to tighten the top link, but it might be too heavy. So we'll see how we get on anyway. But we'll do that and we'll head down to the shed and we'll see what state the place is in down there then. so I'm down here. It's wild out there. We're not getting the worst of it though, so I'm not going to complain, but there's always a job for the 135. Now, it mightn't be the big jobs right now when I have the loader, but there's always something for the 135 to do. I think a few people are very much put out by the fact that the 135 isn't doing so much this year, but I think we all have a habit of kind of romanticising the 135, and don't get me wrong, I love it and it is probably the best machine ever made, but in this day and age it's great for the jobs it's able for, but there's no point in me trying to kill myself doing other things with it when I have a beautiful machine here that has just made my life so much easier. But again, it was very handy now. The tractor was up there and I was just able to throw it on the back of it instead of having to come down for this and bring it up and all that, which I wouldn't be bothered with. So I have my diesel, I found my fuel tank, which is good, and I was able to open it, so I'm just going to pull it out there now. Don't think it's the best idea to fill the fuel beside my bales of straw, so I'll just pull it out a bit, fill it up, clear some of this silage here in front of the guys, and I'm just going to clear out this passage then. I just like to do it every now and then when I've no bale inside. It's handy, and as you can see, her pen is in a bit of a mess, especially when the rain comes from this side. It can blow it in if, you know, if it's kind of stormy like today, and it really wets the place. So I just don't think there's any point keeping the straw, fresh straw going in on top of it, because she only tramples it down anyway. So I'm going to clear it all out and leave it nice and dry for her, and hopefully there won't be too much rain and things. Not ideal there, but it doesn't often come in that way, but when it does, it really comes in there. I must talk to Dad, maybe there's something we could do with it. We need to replace all the gutters there anyway as well, but if we could put some sort of sheeting, clear sheeting, because I don't want to get rid of any more light because it can be quite dull in here. On that note, actually, somebody recently said to me that in sheds with better natural lighting, that the cattle thrive better in those conditions. It's one I had never heard of before, so if anybody has heard of that before, just let me know. Now, I'm not going to be breaking down any walls to put in clear sheeting or anything, but it was just an interesting one that I hadn't heard before. Hopefully I won't be knocking any walls down when I'm clearing out that pen today. I'll have to be careful, but yeah, I'll get going anyway because I've a few bits to do. Just as I was cleaning there, I remembered that these wreckers in the middle here broke the trough again yesterday, the day before yesterday actually, but made it worse yesterday. You can see we already have a bit of a patch job going on with the legs, but they're just after detaching it from the pipe now and a few bits and pieces, so I ran up and got the drill. So I'll fix that, and the one out the back managed to break off the top of the timber thing as well, and managed to get herself stuck on the other side of it yesterday before I came down. So I'm just going to fix the two of those now as well while I think of it. Otherwise, if I leave it till tomorrow after work, I won't do it at all. in here all tidied up and herself ready to go there. And that loader cut that job down from, I'd say, about 50 minutes to 10 minutes to clear it out, and another 5 minutes then to put the straw in. So it really is a big help. I did struggle at the end to kind of scoop it up, and if anybody knows, did I do something wrong or is that normal, just let me know. But I mean, it made life so much easier for me. It was great. They're all getting a bit cranky now because they're looking for their silage, so I'm going to leave this video there. I know I haven't spoken about Special and how she got on in the factory in this video, so I'll do that in the next video, because she is the first animal we've sent to the factory in quite a while. And then I'm taking samples of the silage now as well, and Dad's going to bring them to the lab in the morning, so hopefully they'll be back for the next video as well, and I'll go through them then as well. You can probably hear the wind, it's crazy, so I hope you can hear me over it, but I'm going to leave it there anyway because the boys are getting restless here in the middle as well, so I'll get the couple of bales in. Thanks again for watching. If you liked it, give me a like, and if you haven't already done so, please subscribe. Thank you.